What's up everybody, Andy Shea here from Movement Reborn, and today we're going to be talking about the overhead squat. So this is a step-by-step video to show you how to analyze your own squat, and it could possibly change your life. So step one with the overhead squat assessment, just have your feet straight forward, toes pointing ahead. Grab any bar that you have that's just wider than your shoulder width apart. You're going to put the bar on your head, elbows bent at about a 90-degree angle. Push your arms straight up. And all you're going to do is drop your hips straight down to the ground to the best of your ability while your arms are staying up the entire time. So a couple reps, you can look at the side as well. Going to do it nice and slowly so you can see everything. Coming back up, slowly down, and coming back up. So what you want to do is notice what's happening to your body, what feels tight, what hurts, what doesn't hurt, what feels good. Okay, so if your arms are above here, and if you already can't get your arms behind your head, don't even do it. It just means that your shoulders are going to be affecting your squat. Keep your arms straight here and try to do the exact same thing. If that feels better, you know that your shoulder is actually affecting your squat flat out the bat. Okay. But if you can't keep your arms above your head and you're squatting down, you might notice that your whole body's getting pulled forward and it's hard for you to actually get your arms back up. Or you're up over here, you might have really good shoulder mobility, but your hips, it's just like stuck and it doesn't want to go down. So it helps if someone is actually taking a video of you and you being honest with yourself on what's happening. Try not to force the movement, just do what your body is naturally telling you to do and notice what's happening there. Because in a perfect world, you should just be able to just drop down and come back up with no issues, okay? So back to the squat assessment, you might see this. You might round, you might see this, like your heels are coming off the ground. You might see like your whole body is shaking, or you might see that your whole body is like shifting from side to side. That one we'll get to a little bit later. It's very complicated to fix a shift, but it's actually pretty easy to determine if you're stuck here, what's happening to the body. Now step two, all you do is step up on a raised surface. So anything that you have like a bulk, or for me it's a weight plate, that's just about an inch above the ground, that will work just fine. Okay, so same rules, same setup, toes pointing forward, hip width apart, arms straight above your head, and do the exact same movement. Drop straight down, and from here, try to notice what happened. A lot of the times this will feel a lot better. Like one, your arms stay up a lot easier, there might be less tension in your upper back, and you're able to drop down a little bit lower. Okay, it might not be perfect yet, but this is a really good indicator, if it feels better, that your ankles have some certain issues. Okay, so the only thing when you raise the surface is just taking your ankles out of the equation. So notice like when you're squatting down, your ankles are actually flexing up because of the angle of your shins. So if you're dropping down very low, notice what happens, like because the knees are pushing forward a little bit, the foot has to flex up. And as you're coming, and as you're standing up, the foot flattens out and becomes a nice 90-degree angle again. So if you don't have an extra 35 to 40-degree angle of dorsiflexion within your ankles, that can cause your entire body to get pulled forward. Which is why when you take the ankles out the equation, your hips drop naturally lower. So it's actually not your hips that feel tight, it's actually your ankles are tight that's making the illusion that your hips feel tight. So you can do all the hip mobility work you want, but if you don't mobilize your ankles, you still won't be able to squat very low. Step three is simply taking your shoulders out the equation. So you might notice that with your arms up, it still with your heels up and your arms up, it feels easier, but you still might feel like there's a lot of tension up in your upper back, or like your shoulders and all of that stuff. It doesn't feel really good. So if you just push your arms straight forward and drop down, does the tension in your upper back decrease? Does the tension in the shoulders decrease? If that's the case, then you know that your shoulders are affecting your squat as well. So whatever's happening to your shoulder can affect what's happening to your hip, and whatever's happening to your ankles can affect what's happening to your shoulder. So your whole body's connected, and doing these three steps of analyzing how your squats are, it'll help you really kind of pinpoint where do I need to focus my attention on the most. Now the last step is simply, if your heels are raised and if your arms are forward, and you still can't drop down, like nothing is moving around here, like your hips are just jammed, then you know absolutely that you probably have some hip mobility issues going on. So this will cut down a lot of time for you to try to figure out, oh my god, why do my squats hurt? Does every single movement hurt? This will help you kind of narrow down, is it your ankles, is it your hip, or is it your upper back? Those are the three main things that's causing issues with your pain in your knees and your shoulders. Okay, so if you have knee pain, if you have shoulder pain, most of the times it's not because of your knee and it's not because of your shoulder, it's actually because your hips, your ankles, or your thoracic spine, upper back is not doing the job that it's supposed to do. And those are the three areas that you need to look at in order to truly mobilize your body so that you'll have a really great squat. And with a good squat comes virtually great movement throughout everything else. All right, hope that helps for you to kind of narrow down where you need to mobilize and what you need to do. If you have any further questions of what's going on over here, I challenge you to actually just shoot a video and analyze yourself. And if you don't know what the hell's going on, send it to me as well. I'll kind of give you a good idea of what's going on. I'm really forward to looking for all your videos and checking things out. If you have any other questions, just shoot me a message, email me, shoot me a comment. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Hopefully this helps a lot. Andy Shea from Movement Reborn. Have an awesome day.